Welcome back. It is gardening week, and we are going to do an actual gardening project. So you're going to start with a jar. I poked some holes in the top, so you can have somebody help you do that if you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, you could probably leave it off. Just put a piece of paper over the top of this. So we're going to open it up. You're going to need some different kinds of seeds. Some black construction paper, some rope, and I'm just using this plate because we need to wet down our paper towels. We're going to use paper towels instead of soil so we can see it growing. So I'm just going to put some of these on here. I'm going to try to, there we go. So we don't want them completely soaked through. We just want them damp. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to keep spraying these. Trying not to get water everywhere, which is kind of working, but not great. Alright. So then, alright, I'm going to fold this in half, and then I'm going to roll it up. I'm going to keep doing that with each one of these. So it's just going to put, after I finish rolling it, I'm going to put it in the next sheet and roll it a little bit more. Okay. Till we get it. Now, depending on how big your jar is, you may not need quite as many as I'm using, or if your jar is bigger, you may need more. So you just kind of have to adjust it to what you're making. What size jar you got? So we're gonna. That's a little tight. Okay. So we're just gonna. Too tight, so we're going to roll it a little looser. Alright. There we go. That's a little better. Because we want it up close to the edges. So then you're going to get your seeds. We're going to make a label for each one because our jar is not huge, I think. Okay, this one's a wildflower, so I'm just going to put WF. My cucumber, I'm going to put CU so I remember what it is. Because we do have carrots, so I want to put the U to help me remember that it's the pumpkin. PU. Alright, so anyway, now we'll make sure that we got it. Just kind of arrange your paper so it's touching the edges. Alright, so then I'm going to take my wildflower mix. So this has got all kinds of different seeds in it, so this is going to be kind of interesting. I'm just going to, and I can see just by looking at the seeds, I've got a bunch of different ones, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to get. If you look at the front, there's all kinds of flowers. Kind of looks like the garden behind me. My picture. So I'm gonna drop those in down the side. Okay, make sure they're in there good. And then in that section where I drop that in at, I'm gonna put my WF so I remember. That's where my wildflowers are. We want to label it so we can see how the different plants grow. So then my next thing is the cucumbers. number I'm going to put in over here. Okay. I'm going to put that, my CU right there. And then I think I'll do my, let me put those back in there. I don't want to lose my seeds. Okay, and then my pumpkin seeds. Okay. Those are kind of big. So, I'm going to put my pumpkin seeds down here on this side. Label those right there. Gonna mist the top of it real good. And then I'm gonna put my lid back on. So I've got my different kinds of seeds in here. I've got it moist, but not too wet. Now we're gonna take some black construction paper. I just folded a piece in half and cut it a long ways. Now I'm going to find a section where I don't have any flower or seeds growing. I'm going to put a little piece of tape right there to kind of help hold this, and then I'm going to wrap this around. Now the reason we're doing it this way instead of just taping it is that way we'll be able to see how it's doing. So I'm going to put this string around here. And then I'm going to stick this in a nice sunny warm spot. And in a couple days I can untie my string and roll the paper back and check and see how they're doing. And then I can put it back and tie it up. So you can check it, on different occasions and see how your plants are growing. You should start to see like the root forming and the part that's going to grow up to be the plant growing up at the top. Then eventually we can move it into some soil. So hope you guys have a good time doing this and learning about seeds this way. Thanks guys. Bye.